Good morning, welcome to Optimal Frequency. I'm Grant. Talk to spirits here at my house using sources of white noise and then get rid of the sound of the white noise using artificial intelligence. That leaves behind the spirit voices. Over the past 5-6 months, I have compiled several dozen videos. I have saved the audio from those clips. And sometimes when I'm working on these videos, I get tired and I might get to the end and say, oh, this video is long enough. I'm not even going to listen to the rest of this. I have questions I've never analyzed. I have some that I have analyzed that I couldn't figure out what was being said. But again, if you're tired, sometimes you just can't make it out. So I'm going to go back, revisit some of these older videos, and maybe surprise myself and see if I can find some interesting tidbits that maybe I missed before. Stay tuned.
Maybe I'm the only real thing in my world and the rest of it's all made up. And if you answer me, maybe I'm talking to myself. What do you say to that? Who am I speaking to? Are you ghosts, spirits, angels? The other day I asked if you could play heavenly music for me, and you said you can, but I did not hear any music. Can you play some music for me? Oh, hey, I changed my underwear this morning. What color are they now?
You look at the back of the record with a butter knife, that's just really stupid. Or is there actually a skull there? Because it takes forever to analyze this, I'm going to turn it up a bit and we'll ask a couple more questions and we'll go from there.
Okay, so this is the next morning. I'm still editing, and this next clip's kind of interesting. I asked the spirits, I said, how's that different frequency? And as I say, it's a different frequency. A voice comes in and talks over top me and says, that helps. I think it's a female voice, but the two are kind of merged together when I say different frequency and that helps. So see if you can hear the two different things at the same time. And then after I ask that, another female voice says, good. And then they go on to say something else, which I'll put on the screen as well.
How's that? Different frequency. Is that any good? How's that? Different frequency. Is that any good? How's that? Different frequency. Is that any good? Grandma, did you have anything to do with that pizza gag? Or is that just Papa? Are you two hanging out on the other side? Is Dave there? Dave, if you're there, can you come through and say something to my mom? If the Zodiac was not a cop, what profession did he have? Was the Zodiac killer an only child? How tall was the Zodiac killer?
Okay, several hours later, it's now 12:30. You're probably going, how did you miss all this the first go around? The only thing I can say, because I'm being surprised by these answers too, is that there's so much freaking work that goes into making one of those videos, and there's so much volume of information in the recording that I probably just was tired, overlooked it, trying to get, hammer out certain questions, and I don't know. It's intriguing going back and seeing some of this stuff. I don't even remember asking some of these questions.
Will all of the Zodiac ciphers be solved? Is the Zodiac still alive today?
Good morning, day 3 of editing. I gotta leave for another 2.5 hours there, in 2 hours. I think the house is finally sold. We've accepted an offer that's going to go through. We're just they're having a house inspection done today, so trying to finish this video up. On the last thing I want to do here is go back to one I shot last week, the Flannan Isles lighthouse keeper's disappearance. There's a lot of questions I asked in that one that I could not decipher or wasn't making sense. And so overall, when you watch that video, you still don't know, like, did they disappear in the storm? Was there something going on between the keepers? Now, I know at one point I did hear something about murder. So I'm going to go back, reassess those questions that I didn't get in the video, put them in here, and let's see if we can expand this a little bit and see if we can get some more information out of this.
Is that island protected by the spirit of Saint Flannan? What did he build on that isle? Could all three of those men read? Did the men's disappearance have anything to do with the paranormal? So I'm asking, did they get washed into the ocean and drowned? Or did one of the men turn on the other men? Did those men drown?
Okay, so upon reviewing that, yes, it does seem very clear. I think those men drowned. Now, I guess, again, what threw me off the other day was by the time you're making one of these, you're into day 2, 10 hours a day. You're tired, you're skimming it, you're like, you don't pay attention as much as you do the first day when you're going through it, right? So my fault totally. I actually apologize to the spirits today as I'm listening to this going, sorry, I missed all this. You gave me the answers. I just was not listening. And another thing that threw me off, I thought I heard the word the phrase, they were murdered. But I could not find it today. I'm scouring through the video. I can't find that anywhere. So having that in the back of my mind, because I don't know what happened to these men, right? Did they drown? And as I'm asking the questions at the sink, I don't know what's being said to me. So I'm hammering out. I like to ask like 3 or 4 times, did they drown? Was it a wave that took these guys off? Was there a big storm? And I try and hit it from different angles. So the last section that you just heard, those were all asked in order. And you can see I did get clear answers. Now, again, I may have missed that because I had left during the shoot at the sink to blow my nose. I'm like, I got to set this camera down. My nose is running, and I walked away. So when I came to editing that, I skipped a big chunk of that. I might have missed those questions because it seems pretty obvious today when I listened to it. The spirits were saying, yeah, those men, they drowned. So that was kind of an interesting experiment to go back and open these videos, and I enjoyed doing that and listening to the original audio again. But let me tell you, it took me 3 days to put together like an 8-minute video, whereas if I go to the sink and shoot an 8-minute, you know, I'm done in a day type of thing. So it took a lot of time to go back and scour it, but I think it was worth it, and I think we got some more information on some of these sessions that I missed the first time. So interesting. Hope you found it interesting too. Have a great day.